Yeah, they lost last night to the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, which I'm not surprised. Um, Luka didn't play. AR was back. DeAndre Ayton was back. LeBron was back. Well, LeBron played, but they're just not. They're not. They don't have the personnel defensively to be a good defensive team. Now, I don't think it has to do with effort or um, they're not trying or they're not or they don't know how to play defense. They don't have defensive IQ. I think they have defensive IQ. The players, I mean, these are NBA players. They know what they're supposed to do. Um, but the game is not just mind; it's physical too. If they just not they're physically not able to play defense. It's like they know what they're supposed to do. They're playing hard. Physically, they're just not an athletic team. And like I said, a lot of the issues is they have either offensive players or defensive players. But the league is made up. The best teams have players that are both players that can shoot the three and can defend. Those are what makes great teams. And the Lakers don't really have that. They don't have two-way players, 3-and-D players. They don't. They have either, Dalton Connect, great offensive player, can score at three levels. Austin Reeves, great offensive player, can score at three levels, can pass. Luka, great offensive player. Um, Jared Vanderbilt defensively is good, is great. Marcus Smart defensively is great. Uh, but they don't have guys that are like, oh, that guy. Maybe Jake LaRavia. They don't really have. Yeah, I mean, compared to other teams, they don't have the personnel to be a great defensive team. So when their offense is not clicking, it's gonna be hard. Uh, and last night the final score 132 to 108. Um, They gave up 45 points in the third quarter to Phoenix. 45 points in the third quarter. I remember back in the 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, 45 points. That's like two quarters. Teams would get that. Teams would get that like at halftime. They would have maybe 45, 50 points. You gave up 45 points in the third quarter alone. You gave up 38 points in the second quarter. You're not gonna win that game. And then JJ said something interesting that Phoenix actually scored in their first 13 possessions. And like I said, it's not JJ's fault. It's not the players' fault. This team is not a defensive team. They don't have the personnel. They were put together, but it's not a defensive team. And so they have to just play with what they have, and JJ has to coach what he has and the team that he was provided, and the Lakers, and they just have to figure just play. I mean, but this is not a defensive team, and you're not gonna win a championship with being 25th in defense or whatever they are. Like that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna in the playoffs. You're not. Yeah, you're gonna get to the playoffs because you got LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, and they're gonna score points. When their offense is clicking, they're gonna win games, but you're not gonna win a championship like that. Um, so 132 to 108. Let's look at the Lakers. LeBron James 23 points. Jake LaRavia 12 points. DeAndre Ayton was back. He had a double double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Marcus Smart 14 points. Nick Smith Jr. 12 points. Austin Reeves 17 points. So they went pretty deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players deep. They played 13 players. Basically, they played their whole team except for Luka and maybe Gabe Vincent. Yeah, Luka, Gabe Vincent didn't play, but everybody else looks like if they played. Yeah, even the rookie, Arutiro, Bronny James played. Chris Magnon. Um. So yeah, you know, but could have they won with Luka? Maybe I don't know. Um. I mean, for the Suns, Dylan Brooks had 25. Devin Booker had 21 points and 11 assists. Royce O'Neal 12 points. Mark Williams 18 points. Colin Gillespie 16 points. Jamari Boyu 14 points. So they were just it was their night. Field goal percentage 58% for the Suns, 48% for the Lakers. Um, 3-point percentage 41 for the Suns, 37 for the Lakers. So not too bad. Free throws 62% for the Lakers, 90% for the Suns. So you're getting to the line. The Lakers got to the line more, especially Austin Reeves. I think he did a great job of getting to the line. Um, but as a team, the Lakers just you get to the line and you miss almost like half of your free throws, like which I don't think. I mean, could have made a difference. And they lost by 14. No, they lost by yeah, they lost by 14. Could have made a difference. They could have made it closer, but yeah, the Lakers rebounds were even. Rebounds was about even. Assists, the Suns 35-22 for the Suns, 35-22 for the Suns. So they were just moving the ball. Just they were just playing. They were just a better team last night. Blocks is about even. Steals 10-7 for the Suns. Blocks 6-4 for the Suns. Turnover 17 for the Lakers. Especially on the road, that's gonna be tough. But points off turnovers 24 for the Suns. So yeah, they capitalized on the Lakers 17 turnovers. It's just hard. You're not gonna, you're not a good defensive team, and you're turning it over. Like that's tough. Fast break points 13 for the Suns. Yeah, the Suns were just running on all cylinders. Points in the paint 62 for the Suns and 46. So yeah, it was not it. Last night was not it. It was a terrible game for the Lakers. You didn't win anything. You didn't win the points in the paint. You didn't shoot the ball three ball better. You didn't play defense better. You didn't even make your free throws. Uh, and obviously Luka would have made a difference. I don't think they would have. Yeah, I think with Luka, you could argue they could have won, but I mean you're gonna score more with Luka. But 45 points in the third, Luka is not gonna make a difference there. That's just your defense, and you're just not a good defensive team. Like there's no other way to put it. Like you're not a good defensive team. It's not like you're not trying. The Lakers they're trying. The effort is there. They're trying. They're smart. Your physicals is just not there to be a great defensive team, and that's why you need the Lakers are looking for trades and see what they can get. A 3-and-D physical guy. That's what you hear about Herbert Jones. Players like that are 3-and-D athletic wings that can help this team. That's why I do Thiero, the rookie. That was a good pick because maybe in the future he looks like he can be that if he gets his 3-point shot going. Because physically, yeah, he's good. He's athletic. He's long. He just needs to get his 3-point going, and he's a rookie. So, but yeah, I think he'll stick in the league because of those attributes. But yeah, man, it was a tough game, man. It was a tough game for the Lakers all across the board. Tough loss. Uh, let's see where they stand. They're fourth. They're still fourth in the West. They're fourth. Um, 19-9. Nuggets are third. Spurs are now second. The Spurs are coming up, man. They got Victor. They got the Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle. That's a good young team right there. That's a real good young team. And then they have vets like Harrison Barnes. So yeah, that's a good team right there. They beat the Thunder in the NBA Cup semifinals. So um the Thunder are still first, but the Thunder have 4 losses now. The Thunder are 7-3 in their last 10. So yeah, they're 26-4. They're still first. Spurs are 3 games behind the Thunder now. But let's see. So that's it. Let's see what's the next game for the Lakers. The next game was today, the 24th. Feliz Christmas Eve to everybody. God bless everybody, and all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the reason for the season. Let's see. Rockets. Oh yeah, the Rockets tomorrow versus the Rockets in LA. Now the Rockets just lost to the Clippers, so I don't know what's going on in the NBA. Cause I really don't know what's going on in the NBA. Cause let me see that. Let me see that game. Cause the Clippers is not good. The Clippers beat the Lakers, but the Lakers were missing like 50 players. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Clippers beat the Rockets in LA in crypto. Not crypto. What's it? I don't know what Intuit Dome in Inglewood. That's their home. Their home court now. So the Lakers beat the Clippers. I mean, the Clippers beat the Rockets 128 to 108. Yeah, yesterday. And that puts the Rockets at 17 and 10. The Clippers are 8 and 21, but they've beaten the Lakers. They've beaten the Rockets. I think it more has more to do with the Lakers and the Rockets. I don't think it has to do with, man, the Clippers are, they're building something. No, the Lakers were missing. Let me see. The Rockets had Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun, Amin Thompson. Yeah, they had their dudes. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard went off for 41. James Harden went off for 29. Chris Dunn with 11. John Collins with 13. Wow. Yeah. Yo, the Clippers have two guys named Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders, eh? Which I'm not surprised, after now we're coming into the generation of Kobe Bryant fans. Parents growing up having kids that were Kobe Bryant fans like myself. So yeah, you're gonna start seeing a lot of Kobe NBA players because of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Sanders, Kobe Brown. That's funny. But yeah, so the Clippers beat the Rockets. So the Rockets are gonna be hungry to not lose another one. So the Lakers are gonna get their best punch, and hopefully Luka comes back. But that's gonna be a tough team too because the Rockets are sixth. The Timberwolves are now fifth. Wow. Okay. The Timberwolves are now fifth. So not bad. Not bad. Okay. Well, I mean, not much to say. You just gotta wait for tomorrow. Terrible game for the Lakers against the Suns last night. It was just atrocious. I mean, yeah, they need 3 and D guys. They need more athleticism. So I'm sure Palinka's on the phones and trying to see what they can come up with. But I like all these guys. I like all these guys. Dalton, Austin Reeves. I like all these guys, man. But it's the part of the business. If somebody has to go, somebody has to go, man. Because you're trying to win a championship at the end of the day. So, but yep, that was it. Lakers tomorrow versus Houston in LA. Hopefully Luka's back, and hopefully they have everybody back because for the Lakers to be competitive against these good teams, they need everybody back, man. They can they don't have the luxury of to being a deep team to be missing players, man. It's very detrimental to the team. And but like I said, it's not about effort. That they're playing hard. The Lakers have smart players defensively, offensively. Coaching is good. You're just not an athletic team. You're not a physically athletic team, and you just don't have the physicalities to be a good defensive team. So I'm sure they're gonna try to address that in the trade market. But we'll see. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Lakers forever.